So, this was mentioned in one of my comments a few days ago. I never really looked into it until now, but yeah, this is actually kind of interesting. You actually have Stormy Daniels, who at the moment is trying to derail President Trump through allegations reportedly linked to NXIVM, which is linked to the Clintons. You're starting to throw a little bit of doubt on your testimony, especially when you lie about having the scar in the first place. We'll get to that in a sec. And then admit that you have the scar, or the brand, but it was a surgery scar. If it was a surgery scar, why didn't you just come out and admit in the first place? Why did you have to lie about it? It seems like it's like, you've already lost a little bit of credibility already because of the fact that you lied about it in the first place. So why should we believe you the second time? And this is something that is literally blowing up her Twitter account right now. Everybody is going on about this NXIVM thing. And she just seems to have stopped responding about it. Funny that. But let's jump into the story. Stormy Daniels belonged to Clinton-linked sex cult NXIVM. Photographs of Stormy Daniels have been surfaced in which the adult film star clearly bears the branding of the NXIVM cult on her body, raising questions about her role in the Clinton Foundation-linked sex cult, as well as potentially undermining the legitimacy of her attack on the President of the United States. And yeah, that's what I'm saying. If you want to be a part of the sex cult, fine. No harm, no foul. No one's going to be like, yeah, okay, whatever. You're a porn star. No offense, but people assume that you generally like sex, or like at least getting paid to do it. Not judging, just saying. But at the end of the day, so it's no big stretch that you would join a sex cult. Now, obviously, the cult having ties to the Clinton Foundation and whatnot obviously is concerning. But when you start lying about being a member of it, yeah, like I say, it really does throw legitimacy on your claims, or delegitimate your claims. So let's keep going. Pictures of Daniels have been circulating on message boards and social media, with particular interest in the scar above the pelvic bone on the right side of her body, which shows what appears to be a raised K-shaped scar among a flower tattoo piece. Now, that K, we do know it is a part of the NXIVM cult. So yeah, this definitely does line up. It's the same spot where they normally get it, is on the pelvic bone. So yeah, and the tattoo does make it look like someone has tried to cover it up, or whatever it may be, or blend it in. But you see photos later, we'll show you. So there is the actual photo from her own Instagram account. And if you zoom in, you see it there. And yeah, people are going through and doing comparisons. And yeah. Now, I will admit, it does look like just the K. Doesn't really look like there's the R there, so to speak. Does look like just that K. But, you know, who knows? Could be a later edition, we don't know. But I don't know any surgery scars, which is what she claims later, that leaves that mark there. But let's keep going. Daniels hit back at the claim just hours after the pictures began to circulate on social media, initially claiming that the photographs were photoshopped and directed people to watch her pornographic videos in order to get a clear view of what was her pelvic region actually looks like. Now, at the end of the day, okay, first of all, that doesn't actually prove anything. The NXIVM cult scar could be somewhat recent. And if you start going back through her archive of her videos, it could be the fact that she did the video before she joined the cult or got the scar. Also, we don't have to actually watch her videos to do that. These are photos from her own Instagram account. These are her own photos that we're actually looking at here, and they talk about that now. Obviously, nobody should be forced to sit through hours of Stormy Daniels working in the name of research. Price to pay. Unfortunately, there is evidence on her own Instagram page that suggests she is lying about the telltale branding on her body. Daniels was then forced to back down and admit the K-shaped scar above her right side pelvic bone does exist. Funny how that's changed, isn't it? However, she's claimed that it was a result of a surgery, not a branding that would expose her to the member of the Hollywood and Clinton Foundation-linked elite sex cult. Funny how she changed her mind after the overwhelming proof, isn't it? And like I say, her Twitter account, people are asking a lot of questions about this, and she stopped answering. She hasn't responded about it since. Funny that. Probably waiting for a lawyer to give advice on what to say, actually. If I was her, that's what I would do. I would be like, to my legal advice team or to my PR publicist or whatever, okay, what do I do now? But, yeah. Benjamin wrote, "Oh, just speaking about the NXIVM brand on your client that is hidden in the tattoo." Stormy Daniels responded, 1, I'm a model, not a client. 2, you're fucking psycho. Lovely. There are literally thousands of pictures and videos of me nude to disprove your terrible Photoshop conspiracy theory. How's that conspiracy theory going for you, Stormy? Then Backchannel responded, with due respect, the only photoshopping was the transparent overlay. No images were wrapped. You are absolutely tied into this, Stephanie A. Gregory Clifford. If you'd like to further protest, we can certainly offer more proof. To which then Stormy Daniels responded, yes, please show more proof. It's a tattoo covering a surgery scar. Plenty of before and after pics online, and more importantly, videos. But Twitter refused to accept Daniels' explanation that the scar was photoshopped. And when they proved her wrong about that by showing her image of her own Instagram page that clearly shows the scar, they refused to accept her explanation that the mark is a surgical scar. She responded saying, yes, please show us more proof. The tattoo is covering a surgery scar, as I said before. Sidewinder said, yeah, surgeries don't make K incisions. It's not so much they don't make K incisions. I think that's a little bit of a stretch. But I don't know any that go onto your pelvic bone. Daniel Herbert responded, here's another one with a link to the photo, which we'll put here. Angie Holy, that's okay. Stormy Daniels, 1, I'm not a model, I'm a client, as she said before. Russell Tiss, first I thought these photos are photoshopped, but now I'm curious why she isn't posting a photo to disprove it. It's like 10-second thing to do. The thing with that though is she can't actually post a photo because it is actually there. We pretty much know now that the K is actually there. She's admitted it's there. It's a, quote, surgery scar. So proving the photo, she can't, yeah, it's not like she can disprove it after she's admitted it's there. Stormy Daniels' potential membership of the NXIVM cult could completely delegitimize her attack on the sitting president of the United States. Hillary Clinton accepted at least $30,000 from known child sex cult NXIVM, according to federal financial records, and we'll put a copy of that here for anybody who wants to dispute that. And the cult, which is currently under investigation for child sex trafficking, donating vast sums of cash to Clinton's presidential campaign and has close ties to senior Clinton Foundation members. If Stormy Daniels is a branded member of this cult, her real agenda is launching an attack on the president must be seriously examined. And that's the thing. If she is a member of this cult, and it does have links to the Clinton Foundation, there is a possible agenda. Look, even if the Clinton Foundation itself has not gone through and said, yep, go after Trump, for example. Say it's just the cult itself. Trump has declared war on sex trafficking. This cult has been accused of sex trafficking. There is several reasons why Stormy Daniels, who has possibly links to this cult, can go after Trump. Now, we're not saying that she's complicit. It could be just all a series of coincidences. But at the end of the day, this is something that needs to be said. And if it is just a coincidence and she doesn't have an agenda, why wouldn't she just come out and admit that she was part of the group? Why did she try and lie about it and claim it was a surgery scar after claiming she never had it in the first place? The story keeps changing and that does make me very devious about anything that she says. The question of whether she is a dodgy political operator performing an orchestrated smear campaign on the president on behalf of the Clintons must now be seriously investigated. It's also worth noting that Stormy Daniels did boast about joining a cult in 2010, around the time NXIVM was heavily recruiting. So, yeah, this is when your Twitter past comes back to haunt you. Look, at the end of the day, do I think she's a part of this cult? Do I think there's something to this? Personally, yes, I do think she is part of this cult. It makes complete sense that a porn star would join a sex cult. But at the end of the day, do I think that she is being used by Rayner to go after Trump because he's investigating sex crimes or sex trafficking? That is also a very real possibility. Do I think the Clintons have put them up to it? At the moment, I think Hillary Clinton's too busy walking around the forest screaming, "I should be president, why does no one care?" But at the end of the day, yeah, I don't know if Clinton still has the clout, but yeah, I definitely would think that Rayner would use her or tell her to go after Trump to try and discredit him because of everything that Trump is currently going after sex trafficking involved for. So yeah, it does make sense. I don't know, guys, but this is where I throw it to you guys. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section below. Do you believe that Stormy Daniels is a part of this sex cult? Do you believe that Rayner is using Stormy Daniels, if she is a part of this sex cult, to go after Trump because of the sex trafficking? Or do you think Clintons are trying to use Rayner to go after Trump through Stormy Daniels because of the sex trafficking and because of the fact that she lost the election? I don't know. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section below. We'll have a discussion about it and see what we can talk about. I don't know. Yeah, let me know what your thoughts are. If this video has been helpful, please smack a like. If you're new to the channel, welcome and subscribe. Apart from that, guys, I'll see you in the next demonetized video from YouTube. Have a great day and enjoy.